Wait, they did what?
3,500 volts generated by a bare wire in orbit with no engine at all. It happened aboard Space Shuttle Columbia in 1996. The tether spooled nearly 20 kilometers out and lit up exactly as predicted. Then an arc burned through the line and it snapped, drifting off into its own silent orbit. But the physics held. A wire dragged through Earth's magnetic field makes real braking force. No fuel required. Here's why that matters now. A propulsive deorbit can burn 5 to 15% of a satellite's launch mass in fuel and hardware. Estimates suggest a tether under 5 kilograms could do the same job, compressing years of decay into weeks. And the players are unexpected. Small European university teams. Enrico Lorenzini helped design that 1996 tether, then spent years advancing the technology at Padova. The Padova group validated key deorbit hardware in 2022. In Spain, Gonzalo Sanchez Arriaga released open source mission code and is developing a deployable kit through the ETPAC project. Why the urgency? Over 10,000 active satellites now on orbit, and the risk of Kessler syndrome, a debris cascade that could make whole orbital shells unusable for decades. That's why the FCC's 2024 5-year rule and Europe's 2030 zero debris charter now push deorbiting from a courtesy toward a legal requirement. But there's a catch. The same wire that drags a dead satellite down could, with the current reversed, push a live one up, or disturb someone else's spacecraft. And international law has no clear answer for who's allowed to attach or cut a conductive wire near an active spacecraft. That question is still wide open. Whether tethers become standard satellite hardware this decade depends on whether the regulation holds. The full report, caveats, sources, funding map, is at KPsphere.com. Subscribe for daily emerging tech intelligence.
That's KPsphere. More tomorrow.